What's happening, YouTube? 3G Geek here, and today we are going to kick off a new series, I think, actually. Something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've kind of been working on this idea. It's called Game Side Chats. It's similar, if you're a history buff, to FDR's Fireside Chats, only we're going to be talking about much less serious stuff like the nation's future, and instead we're actually going to be talking about video games. And so I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to be talking about video game topics in this series or anything else that I kind of really feel like it. But either way, you are going to have a video game playing and you'll also see my face, and so we're just going to go with that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Today we are actually talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the new Assassin's Creed that has been announced. And that actually has put me in the mood for playing some Assassin's Creed Origins. And just so you guys know, I started a brand new game and it has been a while since I've played this Assassin's Creed. So I might be a bit rusty, but just bear with me for now. Alrighty, what was I doing? Right, I was going to hunt. Okay. Come here, Alexander Hamilton. Okay. So, one of the things... Oh, wow, that is a long ways away now. Let's try going after you. Okay. So, recently the new Assassin's Creed trailer has dropped, and with that, it has sparked kind of a lot of interesting things. And so I am actually super excited. There are two trailers specifically that I have watched, and I think I am super excited for the game personally. But I know there are other people who are not so excited, and we're going to be going through all of that and just kind of my thoughts on the game itself. I will link the two videos that I just mentioned. I will link down in the description below, just so you guys are looking at exactly what I am looking at when I am discussing these games. So first off, again, the game to me just looks amazing. I am super excited to play, and I don't think I can kill that goat. I honestly cannot wait. Ooh, get him. So yeah, apparently I have not played this game in forever. Sweet Jesus. But another thing that I wanted to touch on is the setting. I am actually super excited about the setting as well. The ancient Greeks, I've always been fascinated by that civilization and just kind of that whole setting. I thought it would be a good idea for an Assassin's Creed game. I didn't think that they would necessarily go there because I wasn't entirely sure, but I am super excited about it. Let me see, what am I doing? Crafting, okay. Apparently I can't focus on all this different stuff at one time. Woo! Quest completed. Either way, another thing, I just have a quick list here. Another thing that I was super excited about was the character choice, and just that you could play either a guy or a girl in this specific Assassin's Creed right from the beginning. And relatively speaking, I don't think that there should be any huge changes in dialogue. I would sure hope not, but I guess you never know. So the other thing that I am excited about is actually the battles that you can you can do. I am super excited just because I want to see how these huge, as they said, 300-person battles line up. I would be very curious to see how that is going to work, and just how they say that it can change the flow of what happens in the game itself. So I am super excited about that. The other thing that I'm excited about is the naval combat. I loved the naval combat in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and so if it's anything close to that, I will be all for it. I'm going to have just a riot, just sailing on the seas and looting to my heart's content. What's going on? Who spotted me? Oh, that guy. Okay. Guess we're just going in loud. I had intended on doing this stealthily, but apparently that's not going to happen. Ah. What am I doing? Sorry for this quick break. I realized that I'm not nearly as good as I remember. The naval battles, yes. So the naval battles will be good if they are as good as they were in Black Flag, and if they are, I will be all for it. It looks sweet. Although I am curious to see what will actually come of it, and yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll just have to see. And along with that, I am curious how, because apparently the main character is a mercenary, and so I am curious to see how that will play out and how that will play into the story. And the other thing that I am super excited about, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention, is the dialogue options that you have for the game itself, and what you say can like sway the story and all that kind of stuff. I'm interested to see how Ubisoft will handle that. Ooh, that looks like it hurt. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how Ubisoft will handle that specifically. So far, I mean, a lot of people seem to like Origins, so I don't see a reason why they would like this one. But I know there are rumblings of concerns among the internet about the new Assassin's Creed games, and I can understand. I have these same concerns. Probably the biggest one is that they are suggesting that this game is just, well, the new game is just a new skin for Assassin's Creed Origins. So like it's the same game, just the same game, same gameplay that was with Assassin's Creed Origins, but it's just in a new setting and all that kind of stuff, which I can understand that. I mean, honestly, it does look like it has a lot of the same mechanics compared to Assassin's Creed Origins, which we are playing right now. And so I understand that concern. The only thing that has kind of alleviated that concern would be Ubisoft's claim that they have been working on this game for the past 3 years. And so I don't know if that makes me feel any better or not. I think it does, kind of, but again, I understand the issues that people have with the same thing, and I think we're all disappointed that Ubisoft has gone on, has continued their yearly release. But if they have been working on this game for the past 3 years and it just happened to be released the next year after Origins, I could kind of, I think I could give them a pass. I mean, again, I think it just looks amazing. Some of the other concerns that are out there is I've seen a couple comments, especially in the comment section on YouTube for some of these videos, is that people are saying that they stopped caring after Desmond died. And for those of you who may not know, Desmond was the real world character in Assassin's Creed, and he died in like the third. Yes, it was the third game, Assassin's Creed 3. Yes. And to that, I have to say, you kind of just need to get over it. Obviously, they have moved on from Desmond, because they're revamping the real world scenario, and it is following that girl that you see in the Origins game as well. And I'm actually excited to see where that goes, because if I remember, the Abstergo Industries kind of seemed to have betrayed her slightly, and so I'm curious to see where that goes. But yeah, for those of you who have for those people, I say, yeah, you just kind of need to get over it. Desmond's dead, and there's no going back to it. So you're just gonna have to let that go. The next thing that I wanted to touch on, and probably the last thing, and maybe the most important thing, is the concern that there was no mention of anything to do with assassins. According to Ubisoft, this game takes place a couple hundred years before the events of Assassin's Creed Origins. And that threw off alarms in people's heads, rightly so, because how is this going to be an Assassin's Creed game if it predates the origins of the assassins? Which at first I was kind of mortified. I was gonna say, how are they going to do that if it predates the assassins? I mean, like, even in Origins, it didn't really touch much on the group of assassins that started. I mean, and they didn't really call themselves assassins or really get into the fine detail of what it means to be an assassin until much later in the game. And so my concern with that, and everyone else's concern, I think, is very much justified. But as I was as I was thinking about this and just kind of contemplating everything, there's one thing that I would be curious to see if they go this route instead, and that would be sorry, getting distracted. Yeah, not you, horse. I'm not trying to kill you. Just the person on the horse. The thing that I would be curious would be if they are trying to actually go the other way. And what I mean by quote-unquote the other way is if they're trying to tell the origins of the Templar Order instead of the Assassin's Creed, or instead of the Assassin's Order. I think that would be a fantastic story, personally, if they are going to go that direction. I mean, because they already had, what was that, Assassin's Creed Rogue, which I liked a lot, and it kind of blurred the line between good and evil, between what the Templars have stood for and what the Assassins have stood for. And I find it fascinating, just that line that has been blurred between the quote-unquote good side and the quote-unquote bad side. And so I'm curious if they are going to go that route, I would be amazed. And yeah, I would actually love that. I would love that so much, to see the origins of the Templar Order, and yeah, who knows? I mean, if they didn't say anything about the assassins, who else does that leave? That kind of just leaves the Templars. So, I mean, yeah, who knows? It could be that. Um, yeah, I don't know. And with that, I think that's really it. That's kind of all that I want to talk about for right now. And with that, this is the end of the first Gameside chat. Leave any comments below, specifically about any concerns that you have with the game, and if they were going to go with the origins of the Templar Order, what would you think of that? I think it would. Again, I think it would be an amazing story. So leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe, because I actually really enjoyed doing this, and I'm probably gonna do it some more. So with that, this is 3G Geek signing off. I think I'm actually gonna play a little bit more. Come on. Okay. Where are we going? What are we doing? Let's do this. Where